Hey there guys, welcome back to another video with me, your host, VMAC Vagger, the amateur sim racer. Now today is going to be a tough event. It's a 2-race event on Trial Mountain. Now the recommended car for this race or this tournament is the C7 Corvette, but we've decided to go with the old school car, the 1969 Z28 Camaro. We have souped it up to a decent PP level. As you can see at the top there, we're slightly under the 600 mark, which is the recommended PP for the race. But let's get on track. It's race number 1, and there we are, starting at the back of the pack in position number 12. And here we go, the race is on. Position number 12, chasing the Chevy Stingray in position number 11. We take the inside line. Position number 11 is ours, and now we're on the back of the Shelby. The Shelby Mustang. An easy overtake for us around the outside there, and now we go into the left-hander, and the Mustang Mark 1 goes wide. It's an easy pass for us there too. The back markers really not making much of an impression on us on the race at this point. Now we're in position number 8 through the S's, where the car is really good. We've got a decent balance between power and handling in this car, especially because we've got a custom gearbox which has been put in, and we stretched out the gear, so we have got some decent pace as well. Into the tunnel, and we're on the back of the next set of races. Coming into tunnel number 2, lights come on, and we pass the Mustang boss. And we're on to the back of the yellow Camaro, the blue Camaro, and the silver Tesla. 3 wide through the tunnel. We pass the Camaro and the Tesla, and we're in a drag race down the straight towards the left-hand bend ahead. A little bit too late on the brakes, and we into the barrier. The yellow Camaro, I apologize, takes his chance and gets ahead of us again, but we take the position back, and we're on the inside line here, so it's an easy pass for us, and we make it stick. Now we're onto the back of the later model Mustang. These cars just sound so great, these big V8s. We come into the bend nice and deep, so we can undercut here, and next to the Mustang side by side. And there we go, position number 4 belongs to us. The Mustang now in the rear, now in position 5. Some more twisties where the car is really good, and that brings us onto the back of one of the Chevy's biggest rivals, the Dodge Challenger. We're on the end straight, and our gearbox, this is where it's going to play in to see if we've got a decent setup on that gearbox with the amount of power that we've got, and it's looking pretty positive right now because we are in position number 3, overtaking the orange Dodge through the S's. Oh, a great power slide there. Well held, if I don't say so myself. But here we go through the bends, using up all the track, and we're now coming up on the blue Chevy Camaro, which is going to be a tough one to beat. We're on in position number 3 right now, so we have got a place on the podium. We're gunning for number 1 though. We want to get onto the top of the grid, onto the top of the podium at least, and it's a fight for second right now between the 2 Chevy Camaros. We're in the 1969 yellow. Oh, a turn on the inside, but a little bit too sharp, and we end up hitting the side wall there. And unfortunately for us, that leaves the blue Mustang with all the momentum out of the corner and up the hill. And we've got a bit of ground to make up here if we're going to make position number 2. But we are very, very good under braking and in the turning. So here we are coming into that left-hander, nice and deep, brakes on, and we'll undercut on the left-hand side here, using all the track that we can, and we're passed. Onto the brakes at the crest of the hill and around the bend, nice and neat, nice and sharp through the apex of the turn. And now we've only got one more car to pass, and that is the Dodge Viper in position number 1. Now that car has obviously got a lot of power and a lot of pace, so it's going to be extremely difficult for us to take the win, but we do seem to be making up a lot of ground on the Dodge Viper, Here we go, one more turn into the final straight, and we're right on the back of the Dodge Viper, but I don't think we're going to have the legs to take the win. Nope, we didn't have the pace to take the win. It's Solus that comes in position number 1 in the Dodge Viper. What a great race though. So second place, not a bad place to finish the first race of the day, and that's going to leave us with 10 points on the championship leaderboard, 2 behind the leader now, with who's obviously Solus in the Dodge Viper. So let's have a look at the scoreboard. There it is there. Nice place to be, right up in second place. Very close behind, but nonetheless the win does not go to us, but still happy with that result. That is a great place to be. Second place after race 1. One more race to go. We're going to need to get into first position here if we've got any chance of winning. But let's get on to race 2 and see how we do. Okie dokie, race base on. We're back in position number 12, right at the back of the grid. We're going to work our way through the entire field to try and get to that elusive first place with that Dodge Viper right up in front. I don't know how we're going to do, but it's a quick overtake of, off the track. We didn't take that line very well. The track, we are running in the opposite way around this time around, so that it is a very different ball game this time around, but still into position number 10 after the first couple of turns, and we take the Mustang Mark 1 as well into position number 9 and up the hill. This is going to be a very interesting race because I'm not as comfortable with this track the opposite way around. Plus, we're also going to be running into the night, and that is also a little bit more challenging for me too. But we've got to make the most of it while the sun is still up, however long that is going to be. But we are up against the yellow Chevy Camaro right now, and into the tunnel, or on the way up to the tunnel at least, we overtake, and we're now on the back of the Mustang Boss. We're in position 8, and 7th position is now ours. The Mustang Boss being overtaken also by the yellow later model Camaro. Here we come up to the back of the Tesla, round the outside of the Tesla, and now we're up against the same car that we're driving. In fact, it's the blue 1969 Chevy Camaro, and we take that one with relative ease, coming through the turns. Tight left-hand bend over there, and now in position number 5, as we said, into the next tunnel. It looks like the other cars are quite far ahead, so we've got some catching up to do. Fortunately, the car is very good, as we said before, through the turns and under braking, and we have got a nice top end as well because of the gearbox. So, whoa, taking that really wide, just about going all the way off the track. Fortunately, we held it. The Tesla behind us not looking like he's holding it very well. But nonetheless, we're on the final straight, or the start-finish straight at least, and we're behind the black Mustang now. Not too much space between us there. A little bit tight through that bend, and we've got the back end sliding out. And we passed the Mustang on the inside. That Mustang not really giving up on that position, but our pace through the turns is really where we're going to shine here. And yep, we are making a massive gap in between us and that Mustang now behind us. It's definitely getting darker now. Beautiful shot this as we watch the car snake through those bends. Lovely sounding car this. Flames shooting out of the exhausts as we come up on the back of the Dodge Challenger up the hill. Very quick car, that under power up the hill, but unfortunately for the Dodge, we have definitely got better pace on the top end gear, and we also are a far lighter car by the looks of things. Coming into the bend, we're going to definitely make mincemeat out of the Dodge Challenger. we go, we're taking the outside line there. Maybe not the right line. We're battling to get past, and same that we did in the previous race, taking a left turn a little bit too tight and hitting the outside wall. But we're through with a little bit of a bump on that Dodge, but we take position number 3. We're on the podium again, 2 positions left in front of us. Will we be able to get in front of that Dodge Viper this time round in the dark? So a little bit. Oh wow, thread the needle in between the two, on the outside of the Chevy, on the outside on the other side of the Dodge, and we just barely take that win. I'll be interested to see on that scoreboard how close that actually was, because I thought we were going to go off the track and completely lose it, but we managed to hold it in that position. And wow, how close was that? Less than a second between the two of us for that win. Well, that's another race over with, and we got the win this time round, and the Dodge coming second. So where do we fit in with this? Because he's won 1 and come second in 1, as have we. So how are they going to place us? Am I going to be placed in second or in first? Yep, we've been awarded with the win and a 40 grand prize as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. That was a great race. I hope you enjoyed it too. Drive wild, race free. We'll see you on the track.